together. Never forget, in the year of 2016, WNBA MVP was Candace Parker. The WNBA Finals MVP was Neko Wumake. They were two of the 5 best players in the world. And the great Gina Auriemma, the UConn coach, said, you know what? We're not going to bring either of them. We're going to...
These flashy passes, unmatched vision, and she backed it up with wins, leading her team to 2 consecutive NCAA championship games.
The reason that Caitlin Clark is getting all of this attention is because she is an anomaly. She is a phenomenal player, and Paige Bueckers is...
Diana Taurasi dropping a huge bomb.
Diana Taurasi just said Paige Bueckers is going to be better than Caitlin Clark.
Diana Taurasi actually saying that Paige Bueckers is going to be the best player in the W.
Is also a phenomenal player, but it just isn't the same. She doesn't do the same things. She doesn't do the things that have never been seen.
Paige, on the other hand, while undeniably talented, missed a significant portion of her college career due to injuries and didn't lead UConn.
NBA. One day, she's going to end up being the best player in the league for sure.
And fans are stunned. Is this legit praise or just UConn bias at its peak?
It is just UConn. The UConn bias. The UConn bias has affected everything in the WNBA.
Had arguably the most dominant college basketball career of all time. She left Iowa as the NCAA's all-time leading scorer, not just in women's basketball, but across both men's and women's divisions. She had the signature style of play, deep logo 3.
Caitlin Clark is the needle mover.
She is the franchise player.
She is the main draw. She is the needle mover.
And she was the MVP.
She wasn't the one who was full sprinting down the court.
Why? The answer is clear. UConn bias.
There are so many players that are in the WNBA because they went to UConn. If we're being...
Already sold out arenas and even broke all-star voting records, and she's not even halfway through her rookie year. Meanwhile, Paige is playing solid basketball, but hasn't brought any of that gravity with her. No historic headlines, no triple-doubles, no record-breaking anything. Because let's be real, Caitlin Clark is already changing the league while Paige is still trying to find her footing.
Paige Bueckers versus Caitlin Clark debate.
Only time Paige Bueckers might be one of the best players is when Caitlin Clark is out of the league. And even
to any national championships during that span. In fact, her later seasons were overshadowed by teammates like Azzi Fudd and more recently, Sarah Strong, who many argue outperformed Paige on the same team. That's not hate, that's context. If she wasn't the best player,
then that's hard to say.
If you're Team Caitlin, drop a 100% in the comments right now. Let's get into it.
It is undeniable that Caitlin Clark is the engine.
Caitlin Clark comes into the WNBA, goes through college. She has panache. She has style.
Yet somehow Taurasi is putting her above Clark. That's a hard sell.
We're not creating this rivalry. We're not saying they hate each other, but they are two of the best in the game right now.
We want to see Caitlin Clark and we want to see Paige Bueckers.
And let's not pretend this is just about their rookie seasons. Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark effect. There has been so much of an influx in attendance, in jersey sales, and viewership, all the things.
That's about star power, narrative, and likability.
She's my role model. I really look up to her.
Let's be honest, was begging for a breakout star.
I would say that it's possible that Paige can do it, but to say for sure that she is going to be is another thing, man. Especially when you have Caitlin Clark in the league right now. Come on, fam.
Why do you like Caitlin?
She's so good at basketball.
When Diana Taurasi, one of the most respected names in women's basketball, went on the No Offseason podcast and said Paige Bueckers is going to be the best player in the WNBA, been bottom of the standings last season, and let's not ignore the impact beyond stats. Caitlin Clark has changed the way people talk about the WNBA. Her presence has boosted ratings, ticket sales, merchandise, and national attention to a league that
off-season podcast where she said, hey, Beck is going to be the best player in the WNBA.
It sent shockwaves through the fan base. But for those paying attention, this wasn't just a hot take. And oh yeah, she just became the first rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double. That's historic. That's elite company. That's something even Taurasi herself never achieved in her rookie season. And she did it with a fever team that had been unlikely. So when Taurasi now says Paige is the future, it's not coming from a neutral basketball mind. It's coming from someone steeped in a UConn network that's known to protect and promote their own.
Diana Taurasi coming out here and saying Paige Beckers is going to...
But hold up, where was that energy when Caitlin Clark entered the league? From the moment Clark was drafted, Taurasi's tone was completely different. Instead of encouragement, she dropped that now infamous line, "Reality is coming." It was a revealing moment that says more about who she's supporting than what's actually happening on the court. Let's break it down. Taurasi praised Paige for being grounded, patient, and prepared.
The one thing I know about Paige, she is so grounded.
And she surely must be better, 13 and 6 assists versus 19 and 9 on quite similar shooting efficiency.
Now flip over to Caitlin Clark. She's putting up 19 points, 6 assists, and nearly 5 rebounds per game, often against top-tier defensive match. But Taurasi showers Paige.
Diana Taurasi, high praise in Paige Beckers' future. She's going to be the best player in the league.
Her fellow UConn alum with glowing future projections, while giving Caitlin, who's already making WNBA history, little to no credit. More importantly, her team, despite having solid talent like Nalissa Smith and Kelsey Mitchell, has yet to win a game. That's right, 0 wins. They're 0-4, struggling to find chemistry, and Paige hasn't been the game changer her supporters promised.
Paige is older than Caitlin Clark.
She's so patient and she's so prepared.
Even saying she'll, for sure, be the best player in the league one day. That's not light praise. It's a major endorsement.
One day, she's going to end up being the best player in the league for sure. Blocks, 1 if you want to round up. So her defense looks pretty good. It looks pretty solid. But, her efficiency is, 34% from the field, 33 from the 3 right now. Not too good.
Those are decent numbers for a rookie, but nothing earth-shattering.
Completely honest, there's absolutely no reason why Katie Lou Samuelson lasted this long in the league.
This isn't new. The UConn Mafia, as fans are now calling it, has a long history of prioritizing their own. Let's go back to 2016. Candace Paige Buchers being the future of the WNBA. But when you stack Paige's current rookie performance next to Caitlin Clark's, it's not even close. Let's start with the numbers. Paige Buchers is currently averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists per game, with shooting splits around 34% from the field